Before I share my insight today, I got to tell you, I'm not much of a coffee drinker. And having said that, I had a cup of frozen coffee. It was delicious. And it was only $1 and change because I got it at Cumberland Farms. So, frozen coffee. It quenched my thirst and saved a little bit of boredom. I had to watch a video. Anyhow, I used to be able to say turn of the century and people would think the turn of the 20th century, but now it refers to turn of the 21st century. So in 1900, William James, he's probably noted as being the father of psychology in America. And he said that in his studies, his biggest accomplishment, discovery, if you will, along with his peers, was discovering that the human being can alter their life by altering their attitude of mind. And what is he saying there? Essentially what he's saying is, by changing your attitude, you can accomplish anything you want in your lifetime. Just think of the woman who left her abusing husband after several years. She couldn't take it anymore, and she picked up and left. You know, that was more attitude, emotional fortitude than anything else. How about the Wright brothers? These guys were crazy. Anything heavier than air is not going to fly. But that wasn't their attitude. They were going to find a way to get something heavier than air to fly and to sustain flight. And quite frankly, once they did, only 69 years later, we landed on the moon, which is just bananas. And how about all of those accomplishments from professional athletes in whatever sport it may be, how they just seem to have rose from the bottom of the dismay to bask in the glory. Folks, all of these things are attitudes. It's our attitude. It's what we want. It's our passion, our desire, our aspirations. So what I'm asking you today is not to do anything crazy and unsurmountable, but to do something that you truly want to do and that you have passion about doing. Interject that emotion with that desire. That's when things start to light on fire. And that's when things start to really take off. For me, looking back in my lifetime, you know, just one small example. I remember I would try countless times on a diving board in a neighborhood pool to run off the diving board and then do a back dive. I could just never find the way of doing it, summer after summer. And finally, a friend of mine came back from college and did what you call a half gainer or a full gainer, was able to do that. You know what happened? The very next try, I did it. Because I see that it could be done, and I saw that it was done by someone that I thought, you know, wouldn't be able to do it. And I think that's why Roger Bannister, who broke the 4-minute mile, was so incredible. Because he said to himself, I'm going to do this. In spite of the researchers and the scientists out there that said, if you break the 4-minute mile, if a human being does that, they will die. Their organs will collapse. They'll not function. Regardless of that, Roger did it anyway. And what happened? After he did that and broke the mark, within 8 months, 6 people broke the 4-minute mile in running. Because they know they could do it. Because Roger did it. And that's what I want you folks to know. Anything you want to do, you just need to believe that you can do it. And some of you don't believe, and that's part of the problem. But with belief comes accomplishment.